nothing but where we are using the linear equation. So now my best we are doing some of the exercise problems. So now I am continuing the problems. So in our last class, yesterday's class, till 6 examples I have explained. So today I am going to teach from 7th problem. So now my 7th problem is, after 15 years, Mary's age will be 4 times of her present age. 4 times of her present age. Okay. Find her present age. Find her present age. So these are now age related problems. So in this case, how we are going to apply the linear equations. So observe, after 15 years, Mary's age will be 4 times of her present age. So we need to take that last quantity is present age. So let the Mary's present age. We need to find her present age only. So let the Mary's present age is equal to x years. So we can use any variable x and using. Now given that after 15 years, her age will be equal to 4 times of her present age. So this is given in the question. Observe, after 15 years, Mary's age will be 4 times of her present age. After 15 years, her age will be equal to 4 times of her present age. After 15 years, what will be the Mary's age? That is, now for suppose Mary's age is equal to 6 years now. After 5 years, 6 plus 5, 11 years. So here after 15 years, 6 plus 15, 21. So here I am taking her present age as x. So after 15 years, x plus 15. So that is x plus 15 is equal to 4 times half. That is times half. Half is nothing but multiplication. How many times you need to multiply? 4 times. 4 into her present age is nothing but x. 4x. So bring x terms one side and constant terms one side. So this is linear equation. Linear equation having variable on both the sides. So some of the applications of linear equation. So to simplify the age related problems, we are using the equations, linear equations. Now x plus 4x by bringing this side minus 4x, which is equal to plus 15 by transposing another side, it will become minus 15. So now plus minus 4, that is minus 3x is equal to minus 15. Both sides minus we have, so minus minus will get cancelled. Now x will be equal to 15 is at right side. 3 is in multiplication. By transposing to other side, it will become divided by 3. So 3 ones are 3 5s are. X is equal to 5 years. So what is the Mary's present age? 5 years. That's all. Very simple question. So by taking the linear equation, we are simplifying in easiest way. Now coming to the next question. Aravind has a kiddie bank. Aravind has a kiddie bank. It is full of 1 rupee and it is full of 1 rupee and 50 paise coins. 50 paise coins. It contains contains 3 times as many 3 times as many 50 paise coins as 1 rupee coins. The total amount of money in the bank is 35 rupees. The bank is 35 rupees. Now, how many coins of each kind? How many coins of each kind are there in the bank? Okay, observe the question. Arvind has a kiddie bank. So he is having kiddie bank. It is full of 1 rupee coins and 50 paisa coins. Two types of coins are there. Some are 1 rupee coins, some are 50 paisa coins. It contains 3 times as many as 50 paisa coins as 1 rupee coins. That means if 1 rupee coins are x, then 50 paisa coins are 3 times of x. So let the 1 rupee coins as the variable x. Now, second, the total amount of money in the bank is 35 rupees. So here rupees and paisa coins are there. Try to translate into 1 unit, either 1 rupee to paisas, otherwise paisa to 1 rupee. Okay, change, conversion is important. Here total amount is given in rupees. Okay, either if you are changing rupees to paisa, so whatever rupees are there, that one also you need to change into paisa. If paisa to rupee you want to change, so 50 paisa you change to rupees. Now, what is the question? How many coins of each kind are there in the bank? So several questions we have did such type of on this type. On money, we have done so many questions. How many number of coins, number of notes we founded so many with so many examples. Okay, now coming to this question. Let, as I told you, it contains 3 times as many 50 paisa coins as 1 rupee coins. So 1 rupee coins we need to take as variable. Let number of 1 rupee coins is equal to x. Okay. Therefore, given that number of 50 paise coins is equal to 3 times of number of 1 rupee coin. That is 3 into x. Now, total money given, but this is only number. If I have two 10 rupees notes, then how much money I have? 20. How I got? 2 into 10. Means here number of 1 rupee coins is x. So the money through 1 rupee coins is equal to 1 into x rupees. Okay. And the money through 50 paisa coins is equal to 3x into 50 paise. But as I told you, convert the complete into either rupees or paisa. So what I am doing, amount through 1 rupee coins is equal to 1 rupee into x, that is x rupees, but what I am doing, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So 100 paise into x, so 100x paise. Okay, and amount through 50 50 paise coins is equal to 50 paise into 3x. So number of 50 paise coins is equal to 3x, which is equal to 3 paise of 15, 150x paise. And also given that total money is equal to 35 rupees. But 35 rupees I have translated into paisa. So 35 rupees is nothing but 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. 35 rupees is nothing but 3500 paise. So therefore, total amount is nothing but through 1 rupee coins as well as 50 paisa coins. That is nothing but 100x plus 150x. Both are in paisa only. That's why I am not mentioning the unit, which is equal to 3500 paise. So totally 250x is equal to 3500. Then x will be equal to 3500 by 250. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35, and 0. 5 1s are 5 14s are 70. Okay, therefore x is equal to 14. That means number of 1 rupee coins is equal to 14, and number of 50 paisa coins is equal to 14 into 3. 42. Okay, so number of 1 rupee coins 14 and number of 50 paisa coins are 42. So once again I am telling, listen, whenever they are given amount in rupees, try to write them in paisa, because 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Smaller to greater, multiplication, greater to smaller, sorry. Greater unit to smaller, whenever we are converting, we will go through with the multiplication. That is very simple than division. Okay, that's why I am doing 1 rupee is nothing but 100 paisa. So total amount through 1 rupee coins is equal to 1 rupee into x. 1 rupee is nothing but 100 paisa. So 100x paisa. And through 50 paisa coins, 50 paisa into 3x, because they only given that 50 paisa coins are 3 times of 1 rupee coins. So now 3 into 50 paisa, that is 150x. Now total amount is 35 rupees. 35 rupees nothing but 3500 paisa. So total amount is 100x plus 150x. Through 1 rupee coins, through 50 paisa coins. 1 rupee coins is 100x, 50 paisa coins is 150x. Total amount is equal to 3500 paisa. So by simplifying that, x value we got 14. That means number of 1 rupee coins is equal to 14. Therefore number of 50 paisa coins is equal to 3x. 3 times of 14. 14 3s are 42. Okay. Like that we need to simplify. Now coming to the next question. Questions are lengthy, but answers are very simple. Ninth problem. A and B together can finish a piece of work. Can finish a piece of work. Piece of work in 12 days. In 12 days. A alone if A alone can finish the work, can finish same work in 20 days. In 20 days. In how many days? In how many days? In how many days B alone can finish it? B alone can finish it. So this is work problem. work and time. So just observe this question. A and B together can finish a piece of work in 12 days. Means in 12 days of time, both are finishing some work. If A alone can finish the same work in 20 days, so only A finishing that work in 20 days. So if both are doing that work is finished in 12 days, if only one person, that is A person doing 20 days he is taking, in how many days B alone can finish that work? In how many days B alone can finish it? Okay. So now what I am doing, given A and B together can finish a piece of work. Can finish a piece of work in 12 days. That means work done for 1 day together is 1 by 12. Okay. Therefore, work done by both A and B in 1 day is equal to 1 by 12. Okay, let it be equation 1. That is A plus B finishing that work in 12 days. For 1 day, they are finishing 1 by 12, 1 out of 12 part. Okay, this is equation 1. Now, given A alone can finish that work in 20 days. Yes, 20 days. Therefore, work done by A in 1 day is equal to 1 by 20. Okay, therefore, from equation 1, A plus B is equal to 1 by 12 and work done by A for 1 day is equal to 1 by 20 plus B as it is I am writing is equal to, so work done by B take 1 by X. So let work done by B for in 1 day is equal to 1 by X. Therefore, 1 by 20 plus 1 by X is equal to 1 by 12. Now simplify. Bring constant terms one side and variable term one side. So that is 1 by X is equal to 1 by 12 minus 1 by 20. So what I am doing? 1 by X is equal to 20 minus 12 by 20 into 12. Cross multiplication. So which is equal to 1 by X is equal to 20 minus 12 is nothing but 8. 20 into 12. 4 2s are 4 5s are 2 1s are 2 6s are. 1 by X is equal to 1 by 30. Therefore, go for cross multiplication. 30 into 1 is equal to 1 into X. So X is equal to 30 days. Therefore, B alone can do the work in 30 days. So just observe once again I am explaining. A and B together can finish the piece of work in 12 days. Means A and B together finishing work in 12 days. That means work done by A and B for 1 day. Total 12 days they are taking. For 1 day, 1 by 12. For 1 day, 1/12th part is finishing. That is 1 by 12, 1 out of 12 parts. It is finishing for 1 day. They are finishing for 1 day. Now, A alone can finish the same work in 20 days given. So, work done by A for 1 day is equal to 1 by 20. Same like that only, work done by B is equal, B in 1 day is equal to 1 by X. That means let number of days required for B is equal to X. Then work done by B in 1 day is equal to 1 by X. So 1 by X, 1 by 20 plus 1 by X is equal to 1 by 12. By simplifying that, you will get 1 by X is equal to 1 by 30. That is nothing but X is equal to 30. Means he is using, B person using X days. That is nothing but X is nothing but 30 days. So B alone can finish that work in 30 days. So remember this, very, very easy and important. Work and time questions are very, very important. So in this way, we are using the linear equations in such cases. Now coming to the next problem. 10th problem. If a train runs at 40 kilometers per hour speed distance 10, it reaches its destination. Late by 11 minutes. But if it runs at 50 kilometers per hour, it is late by 5 minutes only. Find the distance to be covered by the train. Okay, observe the question. If a train runs at 40 kilometers per hour, it reaches its destination late by 11 minutes. So when it is using the speed, it is reaching lately by 11 minutes. But if it runs at 50 kilometers, it is late by 5 minutes only. So when it is increasing the speed, that 5 minutes lately it is reaching. Find the distance to be covered by the train. So let the distance covered by train. Let the distance covered by train is equal to X. X kilometers, because of the kilometers per hour. X kilometers. Okay. Now, time taken to cover X kilometers with 40 kilometers per hour speed. X kilometers with the speed of 40 kilometers per hour speed is equal to, so time is nothing but speed is equal to distance by time. From this, time is equal to distance by speed. Yes or no? So time I am finding, time taken to cover X kilometers at 40 kilometers per hour speed is equal to X distance by time. 40 kilometers per hour, distance by speed, speed is equal to 40 and hours will be the time. So it is time is equal to distance by speed. Now, time taken to cover x kilometers at 50 kilometers per hour speed is equal to x by 50 hours. So that is again time is equal to distance by speed. Now they are given difference 11 minutes late and 5 minutes late. So difference between the timings is equal to both are late only. So difference between the timings is equal to 11 minus 5, which is equal to 6 minutes. But 6 minutes we have the time in hours. So convert it into hours. 6 minutes is equal to 6 by 60 hours. 6 ones are 6 tens are 1 by 10 hours. 6 by 60 hours, which is equal to 1 by 10 hours. 6 ones are 6 tens are. So the difference between them, that is x by 40 minus x by 50 is equal to 1 by 10. Okay. So now go through with the cross multiplication. So here 50 and 40 LCM, if you are taking, then you will get, okay, go through with cross multiplication. 50x minus 40x by 50 into 40 is equal to 1 by 10. Now bring this 50 into 40 this side and simplify. So what we will get? 50 minus 40 is a 10x. Is it 10x by 50 into 40 is equal to 1 by 10. Okay. And this 0 will get cancelled. X is equal to 5 into 4, 200 by, otherwise x is equal to 50 into 4 by 10. 0 will get cancelled. So x is equal to 5 4s are 20 kilometers. Therefore, the total distance covered by the train is equal to 20 kilometers. So one more time I'll explain this type of question we did in the example problem also. So there in that case they are given one time that is coming late, in another case it is coming early. So for that sake we went for addition. The difference we are taken as addition. But coming to here, in both the cases the train is reaching lately only. So that's why differences. The difference by taking the subtraction we found out. The timings difference. Okay. Now coming to the question. So we need to find out the distance covered by the train. So I am taking the distance covered by the train is equal to x kilometers. Now they are given if it is runs at 40 kilometers per hour, it's reaching the destination by 11 minutes late. Okay. So time taken to cover x kilometers. This is the total distance. X kilometers at 40 kilometers per hour speed. That is time is equal to distance by speed. So distance is x kilometers and speed is equal to 40 kilometers per hour. Kilometers will get cancelled. Per hour will comes into the numerator. That's why we got the unit as hours. Okay, time no, compulsory will get hours or minutes. So here kilometers per hour. So hours only will get. Now time taken to cover x kilometers at 50 kilometers per hour speed is equal to x by 50 hours. Now their difference they are given. One time it is reaching 11 minutes late and in another time it is 5 minutes late. Both are late only. That's why I am taking subtraction. 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. If one is late, one is early reaching, in that case go for addition. Then their difference will become 11 plus 5, 16 minutes like that. But now in this case, one time both the timings, so that is reaching lately only. So 11 minus 5 is equal to 6 minutes late it is coming. But 6 minutes late in the sense we are having the timings in hours. So try to write this difference also in hours. So 1 by 10 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hours. Is equal to 1 by 10. By simplifying that x value, x is nothing but a total distance. So total distance is equal to 20 kilometers. Okay. Now coming to the next question. So observe the next problem. 1/4 of a herd of deer. 1/4 of a herd of deer has gone to the forest. Has gone to the forest. 1/3 of the total number is 1/3 of the total number is on the bank of a river. 1/4 of x. X is equal to 3 plus 4, 7x, 180. Okay. Now bring x terms one side. 12x minus 7x is equal to 180. So 12x total number of deer is equal to x by 4 plus x by 3 plus 15, which is equal to x. Yes or no? So bring equal to 36. So what are the values are given? Observe. So given 5x by 100 is equal to gain. That is nothing but 5% of CP is equal to gain. Gain percentage of CP is equal to gain. So instead of this formula, we can use CP of the radio is equal to x rupees, and given gain percentage is equal to 5%. Therefore, gain will be equal to gain percentage of CP. That is 5% of CP. CP is nothing but x. So 5 by 100 into x rupees. That is rupees. 5x by 100 is the gain amount. How much amount he has gained is equal to 5x by 100. So why I am telling this means, now we have gain and SP. So what will be the CP formula? Gain is equal to SP minus CP. We have the formula. Gain is equal to SP minus CP. Which value we need to find now? CP value. So now we have gain plus CP is equal to SP from this. So gain value we got in terms of x is equal to 5x by 100 plus CP value is equal to x, which is equal to SP. SP is nothing but 903 rupees. Gain is in rupees and CP also is in rupees and SP also is in rupees. All are in rupees now. So which is equal to 5x plus 100x cross multiplication by 100 is equal to 903. Now 100 plus 5, that is 105x by 100 is equal to 903. So by 100 by bringing this side into 100. Then x will be equal to 903 into 100 by 105. So 105 we can get in 3 tables. 903 also. So 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Now okay. 5 tables. 5 7s are 35. 5 2s are 10 and 0. 7 1s are 7 4s are 28 and 21. 7 3s are 21. So here only what I am doing, 5 by x, 5 ones are 5 20s are, 5 2s are 10. So x by 20 rupees is the gain. Now gain value is x by 20, CP value is x, which is equal to SP is 903 rupees. So now simplify, x plus 20x by 20 is equal to 903. Okay, so which is equal to 21x is equal to 903 into 20. Then x will be equal to 903 into 20 by 21. 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 7 1s are 7 4s are 28 and 21, 7 3s are 21. So x is equal to 43 into 20. That is nothing but x is equal to rupees 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 860. So what is the CP of the radio? 860. So once again I am telling, listen, observe. It is very simple question. So whenever you are getting SP, CP, you need to remember the formulas. The formulas only is important. So we have studied about gain, CP, SP, gain percent, loss percent, all these in ratio and proportion chapter in previous class. In our 7th class, you already studied about this. So once again, I am telling, observe this question. In this question, they are given SP of the radio is equal to 903 rupees. Shopkeeper gains 5%, means profit percentage is equal to 5% given. And find the cost price. So let the cost price of the radio is equal to 860 rupees. So gain percentage given. If gain is given directly, we will simplify the question. But whenever gain percentage is given, first find out the gain. So we have the formula. Gain is equal to gain percentage of CP. So that is 5% of x. So that is nothing but x by 20 rupees. Then gain is equal to SP minus CP formula. So from this, gain plus CP is equal to SP. So by simplifying that, we got the x value 860 rupees. X is nothing but CP. Okay. Now coming to the last question from the second chapter. So tomorrow we will do some of the objective. Gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu. Of his sweets to Renu. And then gives 5 sweets to Raji. And then gives 5 sweets to Raji. He has 7 sweets left. How many did he have to start with? So how many did he have to start with? So actual amount of sweets we need to find before giving to all people. How many sweets he has? So Shekhar gives a quarter of his sweets. So let the total number of sweets is equal to x. Like their question. Total number of sweets is equal to x. In that x he gave quarter of sweets to Renu. That is x by 4 he is given to Renu plus 5 sweets to Raji, and still he is having 7 sweets, which is equal to x. So that's all. Simplify this. X by 4 plus 12 is equal to x. Then 12 is equal to x minus x by 4. So 12 is equal to 4x minus x by 4. 12 into 4 is equal to 3x. So 3x is equal to 12 into 4. X will be equal to 12 into 4 by 3. 3 ones are 3 fours are. X is equal to 16. So only this step is important to write. That's all. Okay, total 16 sweets are there. In that x by 4, that is 4 sweets given to Renu, 5 sweets given to Raji, still 7. 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, 16. Okay, that's all. Remaining problems we will continue in the next class.